Driver.
So f***ing nervous. Like tired nervous. Not like happy nervous like the previous obstacles.
I mean, I could back out and put an alternate line on.
The problem is the front is this far from like on its way down.
Yeah. Just when I thought the hard part was out of the way.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of On the Trail. I'm Mike Sabunchi and we are in Sand Hollow, Utah. Our Sand Hollow journey today takes us through Sand Mountain OHV area. I've never done any of these trails before, so I brought two friends along, Austin and Courtney. Austin, what can we expect on the trail today?
See a little bit of everything. So we're gonna have some ledges, some solid rock slabs, lots of loose shale, and then we're gonna end up in some sand dunes towards the end of the day. So just kind of give you a little bit of everything today.
We brought 3 trucks on the trail today. My bone stock GX 470, aside from my Eibach lift and some ridge grapplers, that's all I got. But we have some pretty heavy hitters that came with you guys.
2012 4-door JK, 37-inch ridge grapplers, 4-inch suspension, front and rear housings, front and rear bumpers, basically everything you can do to a JK without changing the tub.
I've got a 2002 TJ that's stretched on coilovers. I'm running Dana 60s front and rear on 37-inch trail grapplers.
I'm super excited to run the trail with you two. You guys actually take people on tours through this area all the time with your Off-Road 101 school.
Basically what we try and do is explain, tire placement, reading the terrain, try and find the best line. We try and go through spotting. We really want to get beginners to come out and adventure more, so we want them to feel comfortable, and that's the biggest part.
You may have seen the series before, so the packing essentials remain roughly the same, but there are some unique items just for this trail that you're gonna need. Austin and Courtney, can you walk me through it?
Big thing, GPS out here, some sort of trail system, map, or way to keep an eye on the trails. Another thing, sunscreen. Climate's really hot, lots of direct sun, not a lot of shade, so we recommend sunscreen, lots of water. And then for us, especially on the vehicles, as you can see, the whips. Huge safety feature, especially when we get down towards the end of the day. We're coming through those dunes, makes your car a lot more visible.
Awesome, what about tire pressures?
So we definitely dropped ours down. I think I'm about 14. I think, Courtney, you're maybe lower?
I'm at about 11 PSI.
Bring something that you can read your tire pressures and deflate, and if possible, re-inflate when you leave the trails.
Absolutely.
All right, we've taken a break. We've gone over the trail. You guys ready to hit our first obstacle and do it?
Absolutely.
All right. Motor in.
That would be Washington and St. George are the 2 towns you'd be looking at. And if you can kind of make out the semi trucks out there, that'd be the 15 freeway. Should climb right up. Your clearance should clear that.
Facing forward, I'm gonna go.
Turn it just, and not too far, but just so it squares it up.
All right, we're gonna do it. This is kind of a fun obstacle, really not part of the trail that we planned for, but since we took this amazing overlook, we gotta get out of it, and now it's time to come up some rocks.
Very calm and collective,
yeah.
And when you had to crawl it, it was just the right amount of speed. There was no, excessive throttle, so it worked out really well. And you cleared everything. Are you enjoying it too?
Yeah, you're having fun. A bunch of different offshoots, some more challenging than others, but as we kind of make our way through these rocky hillsides, a lot of people call them like a playground. We'll end up getting to what's called the squeeze, and then from there on, the Hobbit house, and then we're out.
All right, I'm already squeezing a little bit thinking about the squeeze. He's just looking at the lines, and I'm gonna get out and check it out with him and see what we have to take in order to drop down to the squeeze, and I want to see it in person.
Down. Then this one's gonna kind of do the same thing.
This is probably the hairiest obstacle I've ever done in my life. It's downhill, it's a wave, it's got a hump in the middle. I call that the diff killer or the Mako, which means I'm gonna need body work after this. Whatever, it's got paint on it, and it's actually foreshadowing, it's black. Or can you just shout?
Yeah, I'm gonna be basically 10 feet down here.
Let it all out. These are the things I can do without that f***ing hump.
Yeah, right about there.
You sure? That was a heart pumping moment, but oh my gosh, what an obstacle. Oh my gosh! Wait till you see what we're about to go down. This is hairier than the squeeze. Yee!
Nice and slow. Keep coming. As you come down this next little lip, you're going to turn a little driver. Nice and creeping, let the tires do the work. Turn a little this way. Beautiful.
Do I turn driver?
A foot or two, and then I'm going to have you turn. Keep going down.
Nice and slow.
Perfect. Perfect. Your rear's going to come down now. Hold the driver. Rear's going to fall off that little ledge.
Oh my God, look at that thing! Look what I just did!
All right, Mike, so this one's gonna give you a real off-camber to the driver's side feeling. I'm gonna stack a couple rocks in that hole to make it a little less aggressive for you.
Yeah, I was watching your Jeep, and honestly I was thinking the same. I'm afraid that like I'll teeter, so maybe we're either pushing the truck or we're putting rocks. So I'm gonna get out and stack rocks with you.
I think I want to start with that.
Okay.
And then there's plenty down here for me to stack up as you go along.
Okay.
Turn into it a little more, Mike. You're gonna miss all your rocks. Keep going right where you're at. Your driver's side's gonna start to come down, but you're gonna hit all those rocks we stacked. Turn into it just a smidge, just like that. Hold up, 1 second. Don't move. It's gonna be about the worst part of it, Mike.
Oh yeah. All right, we're lifting tires. Yep, we're light.
Hold right there for a second, Mike. So if we continue to go, your front's gonna come down, which is gonna make it stabler.
I mean, I could back out and do an alternate line, Austin.
The problem is the front is this far from like on its way down.
Yeah.
But as you go down,
It gets
it's gonna
worse.
make that backside
Yeah.
worse. So
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it rolling, but I'm afraid that if it teeters and you're close to that wall,
Bam.
it tap it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand right here, see if you can just back straight for a second.
Back her out.
Yep.
So nervous, like tired nervous, not like happy nervous like the previous obstacles.
You're gonna hit the first ones right now. Driver.
It's the steps, I don't care about them.
Driver, right there. Yep. I want you to stay straightish.
All right. Look at this, I'm touching the rock, Aaron. Go 2. It feels a lot more stable than the last go.
You'll miss so many rocks past the front tire right now, so.
It's not the fact that I can't do this, it's the fact that I don't want to scratch my car on this ledge. Like if this was no fenders and I had like long travel or I just had more clearance, I'd be like, let's send it. But this is still really nice paint. I don't want to ruin it. I have a stress headache. But I'm having a good time, I'll tell you that much.
You can start, here's a tad passenger. Coming down. All the way down. Perfect. Beautiful. Didn't even take up a time. You're good. You're at the bottom now.
Yeah. Wow!
That was great. He did awesome. He couldn't have done any better in that situation. He didn't get overly nervous, and he handled it like a boss.
Piece of cake for you, wasn't it?
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
You seriously, you killed it. You did a great job.
I'm gonna take a very probably accurate guess that you are probably the only person in a Lexus that has done that.
Stock GX470.
Exactly. So that's some straight street cred right there. You get to say that you did that.
Yeah, we bring a lot of first timers out here, and it's always fun to see their faces when they tackle some obstacles that they didn't think their vehicles could do.
He's taken everything I've thrown at him, even some bypasses that I didn't plan on having him do. I think he's gaining confidence in himself and the vehicle right now as we kind of do some little harder lines. And I think he's really enjoying himself and having a good time kind of pushing the limits of what he felt comfortable with.
I'm seeing his Jeep struggle up this, and that's scaring me considerably.
Yeah, I did it with no lockers just to get over it easy.
When I thought the hard part was out of the way. This is not gonna be easy or fun. This is hard. Okay.
Let's try it with.
Do you want to send Courtney up to winch me up, or think we're gonna be fine?
Because of the next obstacle, it's not harder.
Yeah.
This would be a good time to have her in front just in case. That's the highest it's gonna get. There you go. There you go. There it is. Right down. Okay. Right there. Let it crawl up and go. There you go. Control, nice and smooth. Perfect. Perfect.
I mean, I'm surprised what this thing can do. I panicked a little bit because the exhaust was dragging on a rock and making the car buck. And actually, according to Austin, the wheels were biting. I shouldn't have panic braked, but you know, sometimes it's best to just stop and recompose than just fight through the bite, if that makes sense, while it's just bucking you.
All right, Mike, I want you to take all the confidence from the last obstacles. This is going to be the most intimidating looking one, but you're going to have good traction. We're going to get you up and all the way, but this is like the last obstacle of the day. So
take all that confidence, ride it on a high. Let's end on a good high note.
This is the last obstacle of the day, and for good reason. This is freaking crazy.
So come up to this one first and we'll go from there. Your driver's gonna hit it right now.
Ooh, we are teetering.
Yeah, like that. There you go. Nice and slow. You have like 6 slow. You have like 6 inches and then it's gonna grab that front and start back in.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll it just a little. Come on. Okay, start to straighten out a little. Yep. Nice and smooth. Keep it slow. Double foot, right? Braking gas. Perfect. Control up. You're good. Good. Okay, so a little drive. Beautiful. That's the speed I want you to crawl all the little driver. That's up. Okay. And we have a fun little exit, but just a little turn up here. So I'm going to get up here. Not a tire spin. Nothing.
I'm sweating.
Intimidating looking. But you never picked up a tire.
Look at that.
You never picked a tire. And start to turn hard passenger. There you go. Keep coming a little bit. Straighten out. Or a little more right there. Stop. Okay. Inch it forward very slow. You're going to start to come down this very awkwardly shaped rock. So just right where you're at. Almost no panic. Just that's good. Just settle that rock. You're at the peak on that side. Nice and slow. Hold. 1 second. Good hard brake. Good hard brake. Rears can be. Rears can be. Rears coming down. And those rocks in the stack. Gonna get high in the back. Good brake. Good brake. There you go.
I had no idea what I was coming down, going around. I couldn't see anywhere in the truck, and he's just like this, that, this, and the truck just. It's crazy. Oh no, no one told me about that.
I don't even know when that happened. Zach just goes, so when do we tell him about the quarter panel? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like,
and it's an X, like someone said, this is where the damage is. We just finished some of the most difficult parts of this trail. Austin, this was my first time taking my Lexus through some of those gnarly obstacles. Can you walk us through what we just did? What's the trail rated?
The trail's rated depending on kind of where you look at it and when it was rated, between like a 4 and a 6. It's kind of hard to judge exactly the trail you took versus a trail someone else took, 10 feet over. Yeah. So, and those last obstacles you just did are definitely the hardest ones on this trail, kind of leading up to the squeeze. And the Lexus did them great. I mean, we went over throttle control and a lot of braking techniques, applying brake while going up to have a nice controlled acceleration and stuff. And you really started implementing them towards the end here, and you crawled those last obstacles just extremely smooth.
I was afraid that it would just like roll or bite or chirp, or none of that happened. It literally just crawled over it.
You really have full control over the vehicle that way, yeah. And you can really be mindful of how fast or slow you want to go over something.
So what's next for us today?
So as soon as we're ready to go, we're gonna rock through the squeeze here. Nothing too crazy as long as you don't kind of turn into it. When we get out of there, we're gonna blast up the top of the world. Yep. And then from there, we're gonna take some sand dunes and some sand washes back down to kind of where we started today. And we get to encounter some bowls and some dunes that we can kind of play around on and have some fun before we hit the road. So.
All right, let's go do it.
Awesome.
Still, driver. What do you want to do?
That's it for our journey through Sand Mountain OHV area. And now we're at the top of the world, and it is windy as hell up here. And we're about to wrap our day, blast some dunes, and head back to town. Austin and Courtney, walk me through the best parts of your day. I had so much fun, but what was it like for you?
It was just great seeing the Lexus conquer everything we threw at it. I mean, it just took everything and more, and we had a great day. I mean, just watching it complete every obstacle was awesome.
Courtney, what was your favorite part of the day?
I have to agree with Austin, but also my favorite part of the day was the squeeze for sure, because getting your vehicle through those 2 tight walls is beyond cool.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Thank you so much, Austin and Courtney. If you liked what you saw, drop a comment below. Let us know where you want us to go next. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will be seeing you on the trail.